All right. Okay. All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Let me know if everything is coming out okay. I think so. All right. Let me know if the music levels are good. Because I think on the last one was a bit too low, but let's see. All right. Hey, everyone. How's it going? Hey, Rogério. Thank you so much. Right away. Nice start to the live stream. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, so let me just make sure I've got it. I know what I'm doing. Okay. All right, okay. Okay, hey everyone. All right, so let's get this started. Okay, let me just take out the background and there you go. All right, and yeah, I got someone with a custom texture. So yep, that system works. Just in case you want to know how to play around with the characters down here, where's my thing? You can go into your user page and over there you can customize and you can even use a custom texture. As you can see, my guy over there with mine, and there was someone around here. And there you go, someone down there with a custom texture. So there you go, you can come up here onto this page. Your microphone is muted, someone's saying. Can you hear me? Okay, I think it is. Isn't it working? Okay, all right. So yeah. Anyways, you can go there and customize your character. You can even include a texture, so you can pretty much download the base texture. So this is the setup for the characters, and you can pretty much just draw on top of all of these, make a custom thing, and so on. So yep, just do that. And then your character will look nice and custom. There you go. There's that nice Spider-Man. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's see the plan for this. I'll keep this on here. All right. So lately, for these past couple of weeks, I've been building a game kind of like XCOM. So you've got top-down strategy. So this is kind of the thing that I'm trying to make some progress over here. So how many of you are familiar with XCOM? That's a good question to start with. And actually, yeah, I don't think on the past few live streams I played around with the poll, but yeah, let me try this out. Do you know XCOM? Just a yes and a no. Let's see if the poll still works. And there you go, it still works. All right. So I vote with vote 1. All right, just a fun thing. Okay, so yeah, I've been playing XCOM 2, really nice. It's a really fun game, especially when you start to understand the mechanics, how it all works. So yeah, it's a really interesting one. Are you gonna re-upload when you finish? Yep, there's a playlist right here on the channel with all of the live streams. So if you go up here onto this full playlist, there you go, all the live streams. And yeah, look at all the votes. Yeah, actually pretty close to 50-50, a bit less, so quite a lot of people don't know. Okay, that's all right. Okay, oh, are the characters? Actually, don't know if they are. No, they're good. They're good. Okay, okay. All right. Hey, look at that. Lots of votes, and it does seem to work correctly. Okay. Once again, thank you so much for sharing. All right. So, anyways, the game is sort of a grid-based, turn-based action. So, essentially, over here, these are my guys, my team, and these are the enemy. So, I'm selecting this guy, and I can move him around somewhere. So, let's say I want to move him to this corner over there, and then now let's say I want to take this one and move him over there. There he goes, onto that place with a little bit of cover. And then I can choose the actions, even though there's people blocking there, but okay. I can choose a shoot action. So if I have the characters, this is the UI, pretty simple. So I can choose a shoot action, and now I want to shoot that guy. So I click, I shoot, the camera zooms in, does a nice shoot action. And now I'm out of action points. So now let me go into this guy, let me choose the shoot action again, and shoot that one. And now I got another action point, shoot that one again. Alright, so now for this one, let's move him just over there. And now when I end the turn, now the AI takes their actions, and they're probably gonna kill me. Yeah, okay, so they just move around and take one turn and so on, and now it's my turn again, and I can move. Alright, so that's pretty much what I've got working so far. Okay, so yeah, lots of votes. 30 votes yes, 20 votes no. Alright, that's interesting. Okay, so anyways, that's the game. So as you can see, this actually turned out to be quite a bit more complex than I initially anticipated. Game's not accurate should show a 95% chance. Yeah, actually right now that is the one thing that is still definitely missing. Right now all of the shots hit, so yeah. Definitely unrealistic compared to the actual XCOM. Right now there's no chance to miss, so just select and always hits. Boom, there you go, he's gone. So yeah, I still gotta add that feature, the ability to hit, miss, calculate the percentages, and so on. And yeah, so this is the current state, which actually took quite a bit more work than I thought to get here. So this is actually, it's a game that seems kind of simple as a strategy game, but in reality it's actually quite complex. So it took me quite a lot of hours to get to this point, but so far I'm pretty happy with the result. All right, okay, so now let's get to work, continue working on this and making some things. And just let me know in chat in case the music changes and it's too high or too low, because I gotta play around the levels there. Yeah, that's the problem with the music. You're listening to the music, but I'm not, so I have no idea if it's too low, too high, or anything, but I think it's fine now. All right, okay. Source code available. Yeah, when I finally make a video on how I built this, yeah, I'll include the project files and all that. All right, okay. We participate in the Brackeys Game Jam. Not really. I mean, game jams are an insane amount of work, so yeah, for me, not really. I actually made a video on that, just in case you don't know. So if you go into videos, the reason why I don't really tend to do game jams. Where's the search? There you go. Game jam. Just search, and there you go. It's a video where I go through the pros and cons of game jams and why I do them or don't do them. That's pretty much it. Okay. All right. And by the way, I apologize if you ask some questions and I don't get to them. It's kind of funny. I was watching the clips from the previous live streams because I had to edit the final video. And as I was rewatching, I was watching chat and a lot of people asking a lot of questions as I was working, and obviously it's quite difficult to actually work and answer questions at the same time. So just in case I miss your question, I apologize. I'm trying to do everything at once. So yeah, it's quite a bit tricky. All right. Anyways. Can you explain how you made the town picture? Actually, this one is the most simple thing possible. For this, I've got my grid, and each one of these is just one square. So this is definitely not performant. I would definitely do something different. And I would actually, if I were to use this in a final game, I would use pretty much the heat map that I use. So you can build the whole thing, copy the link. You can build the whole thing into just one mesh. So, but for a simple demo, then this one works great. Pretty much just one prefab spawn on every grid position. Pretty simple. Okay, right. So let me actually do a bit of work and then I'll answer a few more questions. So the first thing that I wanted was to add the cover icon. So this guy right here is under half cover, but there's no indication there. So let's start by changing that. Okay. So that is over here on my units. I've got the unit world UI. Let's go inside the prefab, and inside my world UI, over here I've got the number, and then let's add a little image, UI image. Let's call this the cover image. Cover, oh boy, code, cover image, okay? And this one is huge, so let's put it 111, put it a bit more to the side there, maybe even that is too big. So now I need to find the textures. Where are my textures? Yeah, they're on the bottom, but I can't quite see it. So let me just drag one. Okay, that's good enough for now. All right, put it a bit smaller, maybe 0.5, maybe 0.7. Okay. All right, so that's the cover image. Now to run the action, so let's go into the unit world UI. All right. So over here for the simplest thing, let's grab a private image for the cover image. And for the cover image, let's do a transform. Let's find the cover image and get component of type image. All right. So with this one, then let's make a function to update it. So private void update cover image. And over here, I can access the unit, and I can ask the unit what cover type it has. Right, exactly. So I can get the unit cover type, and I'm just going to need references to those sprites. So the cover half and the cover full. So I just need those two. And then I go into the unit, and then let's just do a switch on this. This one is a nice enum. Default, let's go case it is none. I'm going to need to hide, so cover image dot enabled equals false. Just hide that. And if it's one of the other ones, so if I've got half cover or full cover, let's enable them into true. So that, and then cover image dot sprite, and let's go with the cover half, and then down here with the cover full. Okay, so just cover full, right? Okay, so that's the update cover image. Now, actually on start, it should already be working, so let's test. Just need to fill in these fields. All right, so let's go in there. Oh my God, I'm on stream. Yep, you're all on stream. Thank you all for being here. It's always fun. All right, so let me just go inside the prefab. I gotta drag the references. You get into World UI script. Yep, over here, let's drag the, I don't know, the 0. Yeah, the 0 one is full. So let's go up here. So for the one, this is half, and this one is full. All right, so let's see if just like this, if it is working. All right, let's see. What render pipeline is it? This one is on URP. All right, which actually looks pretty good. Honestly, I really like the visual. I started using these. These are from the Cinti prototype pack, which actually, now that I talk about it, just in case you missed yesterday's video, Cinti is currently running a really insane deal on all of these assets for a really deep discount, and one of these is the prototype pack. So just in case you don't have this one is really awesome, has tons of things. Anyway, it's really cool. So if you don't have it, there you go. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, that one is really awesome. So I picked up this deal right away. It's really cool, really tons of stuff. Anyways, I might showcase some of these assets because I actually imported them onto a project to look at them. So anyway, so these are from the prototype pack. And yeah, I first chose those just to... Is this working? Yeah, it is working. Anyways, I chose those just temporarily, but honestly, I really like it. I really like this visual. And also got a bit of post-processing, so a bit of depth of field in there. So yeah. What's an XCOM-like game? It's a game where you got turn-based strategy. So I move my guys, now I shoot this one, boom, there you go. And unlike XCOM, now they always hit. So yeah, anyways. Okay, so yeah, back into the cover image. So there you go, I've got that one. That one is indeed working. Now I just need to actually, let's push this just a bit to the side. So drag this image, push it a bit like that, okay. Now I just need to run this all the time. So let's see, when am I gonna run this? Because I actually got my unit. My unit is getting the cover type. Now the thing is, okay, I'm already changing the cover type. All right, so I can just go up here, make another public event, call it event handler on cover type changed. And now if I go down here, when I update the cover type, yep, when I change that one, change.invoke with a this and event args.empty. All right. So now on this guy, I can now go up here on start. And on start, I can subscribe to the unit on cover type changed. Let's subscribe to this one. When this one happens, just update the cover image. All right, that's pretty simple, and just like that, it should already be working. Oh, my alt tab is there. All right. Okay. I would buy a Udemy course about making an XCOM game. Yeah, that would be interesting. Again, this project has been quite interesting to make, quite complex, but quite interesting. Okay, so anyways, it is working. I go in there, then I move away, and yep, as soon as I move, it moves out of, there you go, no icon, moves there, and now he's got half cover. All right, that's awesome. Let me just test the full cover. I gotta add more action points because right now I get the feeling that if I end the turn, am I gonna survive? I don't know, because they always hit and they always deal half damage. Oh, maybe the other guy survives with a little bit because he's moving and shooting, and now it's me. All right, so I survived, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to the wall. I can, okay, all right, awesome. So just wanted to test that, okay. All right, great, so far it's working. Someone asking, what is spin for? That is a very silly action that does exactly what it means. So here's the character, and boom, there you go. That's a spin. It's a spin action. Pretty much just a very visual action, just to test out the code architecture, just to make sure that it actually works. So the whole thing is set up in a very nice way. So I've got a base class for all of the actions, so all of the actions implement this class, and all of them also implement this interface. So pretty much the spin is really just really just a silly action just to make sure that this interface and the base class, all of those are working, and yep, it did work. So the way everything is set up here, it's really easy to add a bunch more actions, a bunch more things. So yeah, it's like to taunt enemies, yeah. I guess it would be pretty intimidating to see someone just spin 360 in place. That would be interesting. Okay. All right, so yeah, the cover icon, that was the first task, which is pretty easy. I mean, the whole thing still doesn't use cover anywhere. And right, I also wanted to make a full wall, kind of like this crate. So let's see. All right. So let me go into the crate, not open, back, let's select. And let's go up here and let's duplicate the crate prefab, call it a crate high. So I've got a high crate. And then, yeah, for the visual, I'm really just going to stretch it. I think that should be enough. So just push it up. Yeah, it definitely would make more sense to actually modify the mesh, but okay, maybe in the future. Anyways, so just, crap, not that. The crate high. Yep, that looks good enough to look as high. Okay, where are you from? I'm from Portugal. Thanks for asking. All right, so the crate high, this one is a pathfinding obstacle, and now this one is going to have full cover. So now if I go and I just, actually that's, trying to think about how the various things work with one another. So I don't know. Okay, so let's see. All right, let's try. Okay. So here's my guy on half cover behind that one, and that one does have full cover. So if I move here, there you go, nice and full cover. All right, pretty cool. And I can still shoot that guy, and I can shoot through the wall. Yeah, that's another issue that obviously needs to be solved. Right now there are no raycasts. And actually there was another issue that I'm not sure I fixed about the pathfinding going through the wall. So let me just quickly check that. Let me just go into the unit, give them a few more actions so I can easily test. So, okay, back and down. All right. How many is take to learn C#? What do you mean? How long does it take? It really depends on what you mean by learn C#. For me, I've been programming since I was about 10, so for almost 15 years now. So 15? No, 20. Yeah. I forget how old I am. Anyways, but yeah, pretty much you just start learning and keep learning. In case you want to start, where's my thing? Yeah, my C# video, which has a really nice overview of the language. So if you want to watch that video, you're gonna learn quite a bit. As long as you're using C#, yep, definitely. If you actually do it, definitely actually try to okay. Right. So yeah, the pathfinding issue is indeed solved. If I go in there, yeah, because a while ago it was ignoring the wall, so I could just go through them. But now, yep, if he goes there and I click down here, and there you go, he goes under the wall. Looks pretty nice. All right, awesome. How you did that overlay, it's awesome. Well, for that, I actually covered that in several videos. So one of them is this is a Unity window on top of my desktop, so it's a transparent Unity window. And then for the characters themselves, they are based on dynamically modifying meshes, so just like this. So if you watch those two videos, yep, it works perfectly. Okay, so, oh yeah, and just in case you want to know about the pathfinding, since I'm showing that here, I'm actually using the exact pathfinding that I made in that video, in the pathfinding video. There you go, this one takes you through the entire algorithm, the A-star pathfinding. So that's a pretty nice algorithm. And over here, I'm using exactly the class from that video. The problem with that one is that it's not very performant, but over here, since this one is a turn-based game, not being performant isn't really an issue, so it actually works pretty well. So I can go anywhere, and there you go, it goes through walls and so on. All right, awesome. You're so fast, amazing to see this in real time. Yeah, I mean, that comes with experience. That's pretty much it. It's always... Experience truly is the closest thing to a superpower. I mean, pretty much making this game took me a couple over 10 hours, so maybe 12 hours. And yet, if I tried to make this sort of game 10 years ago when I got started with Unity, back then it would have probably taken me a month. So yeah, that's pretty much the power of experience. With 10 years of Unity experience under my belt, I managed to make this in 10 hours, and without it would have taken me a month. So yeah. Alright, okay, so the cover icon is working, the pathfinding is also working. Next thing I wanted was the camera follow unit, because right now, if I move them all away, whoops, there you go. Did I go outside the... Oh, I might have gone outside. Oh, that's an interesting one, I totally forgot about this one. So if I go to the edge, yep, the whole thing breaks. Right, because he's going into that one, and this is the final one. So if he goes to the edge, everything breaks. Ah, boy. Yeah, I guess I gotta do this. So grid dot is valid grid position. Yep, so pretty much x plus 0, y plus 0, now y, z. So on the left, -1. Ah boy, I did not anticipate this, but anyways, pretty easy. Okay, so just has left, then has right, then has front, and has back. Okay. So I just pretty much, the issue is that I'm checking things out of bounds. So to the left, that's -1 on the x, then these, let's put +0. To the front is the z plus 1 and the z minus 1. Okay, so for the left cover, yeah, I really just gotta define all of these. So left cover, right cover, up and down. So I just got to define all of these. And is the default none? The default is none. Okay, great. So I don't need that. So if has left. If you do have a left, then let's calculate the left. And if you have right, then do this. So if has right, do that. If has front, you do that. And if has back, you do that. Okay. All right. So pretty much if I don't check them or not, crap, use of unassigned. Well, can I do this without none? And yep, I can. So just assign them all to none, and there you go. So I'm only checking if it actually has those. Okay, so let's see if that worked. So let's try moving to the corner and see if it breaks or not. Okay, so here I am, and if I move, if I move down here, then over here this is not a position, so let's see, and yep, there you go, now it does work. So I can go into the edge of the map, and yep, it doesn't break. All right, awesome, great. Okay. Are you planning to make a tutorial about Unity's first spline solution? Is that one out yet? Actually, that's because I'm still using 2020.3 because that's the LTS version. But yeah, I do remember seeing quite a while ago that they had built-in splines. Which version is that? Is it this one? So they've got a splines apparently still in preview. All right, so yeah, apparently it's in preview. Is it in version 2021? Because 2021 should be going into LTS. Is it only on 2022.1? Ah, that sucks. Because for me, I only stick with the LTS versions just because I like things to be nice and stable. So yeah, I'm pretty much only going to be using 22 in 1 year. But yeah, because Unity having their own built-in splines, that is definitely a useful thing. So yeah, from what I saw, that's definitely a good feature. Where did you get that sweater? From a Unity merch store, but I asked them and they don't have any public merch store. So sorry, but seems that you can't really get it. because they're a software company, not a clothing company, so I guess it makes sense, but yeah. So I guess this is super exclusive merch. Sorry about that. Okay. Can I homage you on my next game as a character? Sure, yeah. Thank you so much. Wow, that's quite the honor. Thank you. I'm always glad when people find that my videos have helped them. I mean, that's the whole goal behind me making the videos, so yeah, thank you so much. All right. Having walls that are placed between the grid squares rather than inside them. Takes a bit more tinkering, but yeah. Yep, I agree. That is definitely the best way to go. And again, if I were making this as a full game instead of as a demo, that is definitely what I would be doing, because that does look quite a bit better than these are some really chunky walls, so yeah. Having some more thin, that's pretty much what I did on steampowered.com. That's, yeah, actually I don't need to go here, just, yeah, anyways, that's what I did on, oh god, isn't there the normal trailer? But yeah, that's pretty much what I did when I made Battle Royale Tycoon. Yeah, for the other walls, for these ones, yeah, they are not 1 pixel thick, so those don't occupy grid position. So pretty much the pathfinding works by checking left, right, and so on. So yeah, but implementing those was quite a lot of effort. So yeah, that definitely looks good. Visually, that is definitely the preferred approach, but like you said, it does have quite a bit more complexity, so that's tricky. Okay, anyways. All right, so let me handle the follow unit. So why some people say C++ is best for making games. I mean, it's not. Both are excellent languages. It really just depends on the engine. If you're using Unity, use C#. If you're using Unreal, use C++. That's pretty much it. Technically, C++ is a bit faster, although for most games, yeah, that's probably not going to be an issue. So anyways. Okay, so let me focus, do a bit more work. All right, so I want the camera manager. I need some way of teleporting the camera, right? And I think I'm going to go into the unit action system in order to automatically move the camera. Okay, so let me try to do this. Okay, so I'm going to need a serialized field, private transform for the camera target transform, all right? And then over here, I'm going to make a function, make it public because I want to access it. So teleport camera. Yeah, something like that. Teleport doesn't make much sense, but okay, anyways. Vector 3 into this target position. All right, this one, that position, puts it on that one. Ah, crap. Target position equals that target position. Okay. So, but then over here on this one, I'm also on start. I'm going to want to go into the unit action system, access the instance, and I'm going to listen to the on selected change event. And actually, I don't remember how I did this. Where do I got the selected unit? Yeah, I can just do get selected unit. Okay, great. So I got this one. I'll just rename this to the unit action system. Keep things nice and clean. All right, so then I go into the unit action system, get the instance, get the selected unit, and then I get the position of that unit, and then I'm going to tell my camera to teleport that one into that one. So now the camera should teleport whenever I change my active camera. So I just need to find my, just gotta move things because I can see them behind the character. So my camera manager, just need to drag the reference. All right. Okay, let's see if that works. So here I am with this character. Now I move into that character, and there you go. It does move into that one, and that one, and that one. Although, right, that's the thing. I thought I'd have some smoothing, but in order to make the camera nice and snappy, I actually disabled smoothing. Where's the virtual camera? Yeah. Right, so this one's actually tricky, so I think I'm going to have to either change it so that this one, yeah, because I really don't like this, because the delay really not very good, but like this it does have, actually it doesn't have that much more smoothing. Did I just change? Yeah, because he said the yaw and so on, just, okay, I might have to actually do the smoothing manually. Let's make more tutorials on Unity dots when it's officially released. Yep, when it is officially released, definitely going to do that. So I think they're planning for a 0.5. They said in the coming months. So we're in February, so maybe March. So I might do a quick video just to go through all the things that changed. I mean, the last time I touched dots was like 2 years ago. So yeah, I'm sure it changed a lot since then. And then 1.0 next year. So it's gonna be interesting. Thank you for a tutorial. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. All right, will this VOD be available? Yep, all of the live streams, they're all, if you go on the playlist, there's one right here with all of the live streams. So if you go, yep, all of them are in there. Okay. What key bindings do you use? How do you move so fast in Visual Studio? Well, changing between scripts is Control and Tab, so that changes between the last ones. That's pretty good. Then you've got the Control and arrow keys left and down, so that goes between each word. So if I'm right here and I want to go to the end, just go with Control and thing, just like that. Then also hold Shift, that helps. Then if you want to delete the whole thing, just Control X, deletes the whole line. And what else you got? You got Control Shift up and down, shift between all of the references of the thing that you have selected. And that's pretty much it. Then I also got the Control up and down to move up and down, but this one is a special macro because I don't think Visual Studio has this by default. And I find this one very useful because by default you only have page up and page down. I find that one is way too insane, moves way too much. So yeah, I got this macro, just moves about 5. So just like this, I can manually move up, down, and so on. So I can go up here, rename, invoke, change for something. There you go. And Control Z and so on. So yeah, pretty much I would like to make a video dedicated to shortcuts, and actually I think they've got Visual Studio shortcuts. I think they've got a nice yeah, they got an image kind of like this. Oh boy, where did I go? There you go. Yep, they got this nice image with a bunch of interesting ones. Search, go to all, method info. Yeah, a bunch of interesting. Basically, if you know shortcuts, you can definitely do things quite a bit faster. All right, okay, so have you played Magic games? Yeah, Magic is awesome. Damn, that was in what, like 2010? Yeah, that was awesome. How hard is it to create a Magic system like those? Depends on how complex you are, but if you want to just essentially put together fire, ice, and then select a certain thing, then maybe you can look into the video that I made on the Minecraft crafting, especially this one with scriptable objects, because this one is super easy to actually do things. So yeah, if I were doing it, I would definitely do something like this. So pretty much with scriptable objects, you can define a certain recipe. Yep, exactly. Where's the... Yeah, so pretty much over here on this video, I make a recipe, so you put things on there, and then a certain output. So yeah, with Magic, I would do pretty much that. So just make a little thing where you can drag the thing, so put fire, ice, and so on, and there you go, it outputs a certain spell. So yeah, that was a great game. Yeah, definitely haven't played Magic in a while. I wonder what happened to those, huh? Because that was one of the biggest hits on quite a while ago. I don't even know when did that come out. Oh yeah, there was Magic 2. I don't think I played that. This one was in 2015, but the original one was back in 2011. Boy, that was quite a long time ago. Yeah, and this developer, what have they done recently? Oh, they made Helldivers. That one looks pretty awesome. I haven't played it, but it looks really cool. Yeah. Alright, anyways, that's cool. Okay, right. So let me just do a bit more work. Okay, so the camera follow unit, yeah, that one is not quite working as intended because of the whole Sin machine, so I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this a bit later because right now I really wanted to handle making an action of throwing a grenade. So let's do that and then I'll handle the camera target afterwards. Even though like this, it's already a bit okay. If I end the turn, yeah, that one doesn't actually, right. So where's my AI script? On the enemy AI, the AI tries to take an action. so you try to take an action, you get this guy, and you try to take an action. Okay, so I think over here I could manually go into the camera manager, access the instance, but I don't have an instance. So let me just go up here, static camera manager, call it an instance with a private get and a public set. Private set. Okay, then on a private void awake, instance equals this. And with this instance, I can go access the instance and teleport the camera onto this enemy unit dot get position. Okay, so at least like this, it's still a bit too. It's still not smooth, so I'm going to have to make that. But if I end the turn, there you go. It snaps into that guy. Now that guy is taking action. There you go. He shoots. And he shoots again, and he's got way too many action points, so he's gonna kill them all. Yeah, one more, and okay, now another one takes an action. Okay. All right, so yeah, definitely still gotta work quite a bit, but yeah, okay. So pretty much just needs smoothing, yeah, because every time it just snaps. It's a bit too much, but all right. For now, it's good. I really want to try making a grenade. I don't even know what time it is. It's 5:45. Oh. Would you usually check if an instance already exists in that case? Nope. In this case, I pretty much assume the code worked correctly. So I just access the instance and do it. So if I forget to add this object to the scene, it just breaks. So I pretty much just assume that I did not make that mistake. That's pretty much it. Okay. So, okay. Right. Let the blend do the magic. Yeah, but the problem is that when I want the manual movement for this one here, I want this one to be snappy, the manual movement. So I don't want this one to have any smoothing. I only want smoothing when I select another one, go like that. So I pretty much, yeah, I gotta handle that logic to make it smooth, to make it no smooth if I'm manually moving, and add smoothing when there is a teleport, pretty much. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna have to do that, but right now let's try to add an action, because I haven't actually tried making a brand new action in quite a while. So let's try doing that. Do I copy the shoot? No, let's just copy the spin action. So let's call this the grenade action, and let's go inside the grenade action. Let's rename this for the action type. Let's define new action type. So this one will be a grenade. Okay. And this one is a grenade. And for the others, okay, for now, leave it as just that. Call it spin. Just make sure all the errors go away. First time I've seen how you look. Yeah, I bought a new webcam about 2 months ago, so I've been playing around with some live streams. It's fun to have with the whole green screen behind. Makes for a fun effect. Anyways, right. So what was I doing? Right, adding the action. So let me just go into the UI. Where did I place my UI? Was it, yeah, on the action system over here? Let me just manually add another action, but I can't touch it. Okay. So let me just put one to the side. Just call this the grenade action. Obviously, this will eventually be based on the equipment of the soldier and so on, but for now everyone can fire an infinite amount of grenades. And that's pretty much it. Grenade. That's a bit big, but okay. All right. How to use the white theme and don't get blind? Well, I think the answer is because I like to work on a well-lit room, but I know some people like to work in the dark, and yeah, if I was working in the dark, then this white would be like that. But yeah, for me, dark mode, I cannot stare at for more than just a few seconds. It really just destroys me. So yeah, it really is a personal thing. So yeah. Hey, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Thank you so much for the super chat. Kausik Paduchuri. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, thank you. Okay, so over here I got the shoot action, then I've got the grenade action. And how am I going to click this? Right, I'm going to need to make this. So instead of shoot, this will be a grenade action. Call it a grenade action button. So let me just copy pretty much everything from the other one. So the grenade action, and this one is the grenade action button. And all of these are correct. I just got to get this one to get the action of grenade. Right, because that assumes that everyone has a grenade action. So that I'm kind of missing. Oh, hey, Messy Code is here. Thank you so much. By the way, just in case you don't get tired of me on this live stream, I will be joining Messy Coder on Twitch. So if you want to see me on another live stream later today, just in case you're not tired of me, then go there in a couple of hours. So that's pretty much it. So if you want to see a more general thing, I don't know, should be fun, should be interesting. I'm still very much a newbie when it comes to live streams, but yeah, should be fun. And of course, if you like live streams, definitely watch, because he does them pretty regularly and pretty interesting. Also with Cinti Studios. And also, just in case you missed it, just in case you missed yesterday's video, Cinti Studios currently has a really awesome bundle. I would definitely recommend, because these characters are really awesome. And just so happens that over here, this one has the prototype pack, which just so happens to be the one that I'm using over here for my XCOM game. So yeah, anyways. Okay. You come across as pretty successful. My question would be, how do you know when to expand, like hiring someone? I guess that really depends on the personal thing. I mean, for me, I really don't plan on expanding. The idea of managing other people, that really is not... I don't think I would work well with that. So yeah, for me, the idea of expanding is just keep doing what I'm doing, making more games, more videos, more things. So yeah. But yeah, I do know some people do love the idea of having their own studio with a whole team and so on. So yeah, if that's you, definitely go for it. Those are two different paths. Both of them can work. So yeah, very personal thing. It's interesting. All right, so I've got the grenade and just want to try taking a grenade action. I don't think I need to do anything else, right? I've already added that one. So right now the grenade action should be working exactly like the spin. All right, so if I go, oh boy, I can't select because of all the people down here. Okay, so I select grenade and nope. Where am I still missing? Let me go. Yeah, over here I can go find all the references. So where am I using? Because yeah, it's on one of these. Right, yeah, I definitely need to refactor some of this code because I got a lot of these things on over here. So for example, for the spin, and now I've got the grenade, so I need this one in order to have an actual visual. So just like this, does it have visual? I'm not sure. XCOM is a popular game. Yep, it's an awesome game. I wonder when the next one is coming out. Chimera Squad was also interesting, but that was also like 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, I wonder what they're working on. And nope, what am I still missing? Let me go up here, look into the references. You upload the stream. Yep, there's a playlist that has all of the unlisted VODs. Okay, let me just, because I've got the grid visual selected action right over here. I also need to add this. Right, that's why it wasn't showing the visual. So the valid action, I get the grenade action, I get the valid action list. Yep, there you go, just like that. The valid grid position list. Okay, that should be working. Anything else? The action system visual already has that one. The grid visual for the selected action. Yep, already has it. The action system visual. Yep, that has it. And the UI also has it. Okay, so I think like this. Oh boy, no, I'm trying to think. Right, it's over here. That's the one place that is missing. Exactly, it's over here that you actually take an action. Okay, so you click on it, and let's copy the spin, because this one is going to be a grenade action. So just copy a grenade action. Sorry if I'm not catching up with these messages. I'm trying to do this. So thanks for helping me with some transform positions plus vectors. That's awesome. I'm glad it helped. Yeah, vectors can definitely be quite a bit tricky in the beginning. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, it is working. So I can select the grenade action, and this strange grenade just makes it spin. All right, but yeah, it works. Good. How do you deal with cover when the enemy is on the side of the cover? Actually, right now there's no cover. There's only visual, and there's the things. So right there, that one is full cover. So if I move, he's in full cover. But right now, it really doesn't affect any of the things. So I can shoot, and the bullet actually still goes through the cover. So right now, that doesn't have it. But yeah, pretty much just got to do a raycast. But instead of doing a physics raycast, I got to check the state of all the grid positions. Then I got to see the trickiest thing is going to be angle. So how do I make it so that if this enemy shoots this guy from there, obviously he should have half cover. But if he goes up here, then he's flanking. So I got to figure out maybe with a vector dot product, something like that. I'm not sure. That's going to be quite a bit tricky to implement that. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So yeah, so for the grenade, that is now correctly working. All right. So now the next thing that I need is actually, thanks again for the super chat. All right, so yeah, it's all good. Okay. What am I doing? Right, on the grenade is a valid action position. See, now that's the thing. So on the grenade action, I'm going to need to, no, it's not going to be just those. So let me go into the move action. Oh boy, I got so many scripts. I got to start cleaning this up so I don't get lost. So these, leave those. Okay. All right. So I've got the move action to get the valid action position. Right, because I'm going to need to add all of them onto the grid action. So let's go into a list of vector2 int. So this will be the valid grid position list. Let's just start with the list. And then let's do for int, start with an x equals, define an int for the grenade range. Let's put it on 3. Okay, so grenade range starting on minus grenade range, going until x minus grenade range. Yep, exactly, x plus plus, okay. And then inside the same thing for a y, so on minus grenade range, y under the grenade range, y plus plus, okay. So now up here, I'm going to need the current position. So where's my, just to make sure I get that correctly, right? So I just asked the unit to get the current grid position. So I make a vector2 int for the grenade grid position, and this one will be my current grid position plus a new vector2 int with the x and the y. Okay, so that makes a grenade grid position. And right now I'm going to ignore the edge boundaries and pretty much all of that. So I just get that one and I add it to this list. So just add to that one like that. And then I return the valid grid position list. Okay, right. All right, so let's see if like this, if I can see a range of 3 units when I select my thing. How do you do the pen spin? Well, I learned that like 20 years ago, but as usual, you can learn anything on YouTube. So if you learn pen spinning, if you go into that, yeah, you can learn how to spin pens. Pretty nice, pretty cool. Yeah, I really only know the most basic ones. Yeah, the infinity, that's a fun one. Nice. Anyways, yeah, it's a fun thing to keep you occupied, pretty much. Okay. Do you create your own assets? Nope, these are from the Cinti asset pack. Let's select the grenade and boom, everything breaks. All right. Boy, so many messages. The grid visual, did I... trying to see that I... Because with the range of 3, yeah, it might go to the end. Let's put just a range of 1, just to see if it works. Sorry, there were so many messages. I was making an XCOM-like for cover. I just look at the position of cover relative to the soldier. Then that same axis, soldiers relative to each other. Yeah, it's having to work around with the vector for the closest. Are you only going to minus? Did I not add it? Uh, yeah, exactly. So why did he not? That's odd. Should be going from... Oh, never mind. Yeah, because I put a grenade range of just one. But even... Oh, right. Never mind, yeah. Has to be under or equals, right? Because I'm using those. Okay. Alright. So if I go into grenade... Yep, there you go. Now it does say that. Now I do need a range to get a diamond instead of this, but... Yep, that is correct. But anyways, right now... Let's intentionally break this. So let's put it on 3 to intentionally break and then fix it. It always confuses me when I see work in 3D. Yeah, I've switched to 3D. There you go, nice and break, just as intended. Yeah, I swapped to 3D a while ago. I mean, pretty much my biggest issue with 3D is always assets, but as long as I can get some nice assets, then 3D is really not that much more complex than 2D. So yeah, now I just need to validate my grid position. So yeah, I just go into the level grid and test if it's a valid grid position. So if level grid access the static instance, so is a valid grid position. If this grenade is a valid grid position, if so, then I'm going to add it. If not, I'm going to ignore it. All right. Thanks for all your great content. You're yet another great YouTube creator helping a lot of people improve their careers. Why, thank you. I'm glad you all like the videos. Thank you so much. I mean, really, it's what I've said so many times, and it's always true, which is pretty much the videos only work because all of you watch them. So thank you all so much for being here. I mean, if there was nobody watching them, I don't know if I would still be doing this. So thank you all so much, and as long as people keep enjoying the videos, I'll keep making them. So thank you so much. All right, okay. So yep, it is working. I can go all the way over to the edge. I enable the overlay, and yep, it still works. Right, now let's make it have the shape of a diamond. So for that, it should be pretty simple. Just trying to think of, do I go with the range? Yeah, I think so. I think so. What do I call this? Range distance? Total range? Maybe that's an odd name. Anyways, so if total range is under, do I go under the grenade range? Yeah, maybe. If I go under the grenade range, then I do this. So let's see if it works. Yeah, this is a bit of maths time, but not that much. Anyways, yeah, like this kind of works just way too big. Yeah, because this is on both sides. So this is a range of 3 units for each side. That's possibly way too much. Or maybe not. Over here for the demo, I'm working with just a very, very small thing. Okay, so going to grenade. Why? Oh, right, because I'm doing a minus. Right. Now this is very dumb of me, because of course I gotta do mathf.abs. If I don't abs it, then the whole thing breaks. So of course I've got to abs it so it actually works. So yeah, this is a bit of maths, which actually for me is not best time. For me, yeah, there you go, now it works properly. Yeah, for me maths is always a tricky thing that you must do, but yeah. But anyways, it does have to be done. So if I go like this, and there you go, now it does have a nice diamond shape, so it can go through there, and so on. Although right now it's still just a spin, so if I click on there you go, just spins. Okay. So the next thing is to actually throw a grenade onto that position. Thank you again so much for the super chat, real nice, thank you. All right, so I've got the grid position. Now, is it on the unit action system? Right over here, I check if it's a valid action, okay. Then I get the action, and instead of calling spin, let's go with that one. Best Unity educator on YouTube alongside Brackies. Why, thank you. That's quite the comparison. Damn, Brackies was awesome. I wonder what he's doing nowadays. I know he's still doing the game jam, somehow managing that, but I wonder what he's doing on a daily basis. That would be I don't know, just curious. He definitely was so successful for so long that I'm sure he can do whatever he wants. But yeah, be curious to know what he's doing nowadays. Anyways, okay, so this one, let's rename this to throw grenade. And yeah, for this one, boy, my voice is already going. All right, so yeah, because this one says unit, but I don't want the unit. Yeah, over here, I just got the for the. Do I do grid position or? Yeah, I think I send the world position. So on the grenade over here, when I throw a grenade, I'm going to need a vector 3 for the world position that I want to throw the grenade onto. And I'm going to need to spawn a grenade. So let's make a quick grenade visual. Okay, let's go down over here. Let's create just an empty game object. Then inside it, let's add a sphere. That's a nice grenade. Put it tiny bit smaller. All right, so this call it PF grenade, and let's make it into a prefab. So just drag it onto the prefabs. Okay. Now trying to think, do I make this one into a proper grenade or not? I'm not sure, but anyways, over here on the grenade action. Actually, I can just add this a serialized field. Right, so PF grenade. So I've got this guy. Then down here, when I throw the grenade, all right. So over here, let's call instantiate on this prefab. I'm going to spawn it on this unit.getPosition with a quaternion identity, so no rotation. So this is the grenade transform. And now with this guy, I got to keep track of this one. So let's go up here, private transform for the grenade transform. And yeah, right, okay. So I spawned that one. Then I got to keep track of the target as well. So let's make a private vector 3 for the grenade target. Grenade, not grenade, okay. So the grenade target equals this world position that I receive here. Let's actually rename this to grenade target and just make this grenade target. All right. So I've got the grenade, I've got the grenade target. Then instead of rotating this guy, let's take the grenade transform and move the position. I think it's plus equals. I never know. Anyway, doing I was thinking of doing mathf.lerp, but for a grenade you really don't want it to be fast and slow. So let's do it constant right here. So move there is going to be the grenade target, which should actually be called target position. The grenade target position minus the current grenade transform dot position. Then normalize this whole thing. All right, so I move that one times a certain float for the grenade speed. Let's make it maybe 10 units. Grenade speed. Sorry if I'm not paying attention to chat. I'm trying to have my brain working. So yeah, I'm definitely not reading chat right now. Okay, so that one moves into there, and actually just like this, it should already be working, provided the grenade gets here within 1 second. So let's see if this one is already working. All right. Why not instantiate the game object? Not sure. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay. Anyways, okay. So I got the grenade. I want to throw a grenade over here and click, and of course I forgot to add it. Let's go inside the prefab, expand the action, and pass in the grenade. Oh, hey, CPU is here. Hey, thanks for being here. See, there you go. A really nice custom texture. I actually didn't check because custom textures, they need to be validated. So just in case you don't know, you need to go into the user page and you can customize your nice live stream character. Let me just, because I got to do a manual validation just to make sure that nothing too strange appears here. So yeah, I got some people making some custom, although for the people who made custom things, you also need to link in your YouTube account. Otherwise the website doesn't know which character belongs to you. So if you're one of the ones who added a texture, you've got to go up here, you've got to link your YouTube account so that the overlay knows which character belongs to which customization. So anyways, thank you so much again for the super chat. Right. Can you remake Doom Eternal? Boy, that would be quite tricky if I could remake Doom Eternal in a single thing. But I did remake the old school Doom, so if you want to make something more old school, you can go watch that video. That was a fun one to make. Just moves left and right. There's no verticality, so it's a fun style. Okay. Have an overview tutorial in depth. Yep, I'm going to make a video on an overview video on how I made this, the various steps that I did, and it's going to have the project files and so on. So pretty much the usual thing. And if you saw the previous live streams on making the spaceship constructor, I was actually editing that video, so that's scheduled to go out on this Monday. So everything should be good. Still got to make a thumbnail and so on, but yeah, that video will be interesting because that whole system was made entirely during live streams. So that was fun. Okay. Anyways, what was I doing? The grenade, right? So let me go in and open up the grenade, and I click somewhere, and there you go. The grenade goes, and he spins around as well. All right. So yep, it is indeed working correctly. So I can throw grenades everywhere. Now, obviously, that does not look like a grenade, but yeah, okay. Right. So now for the grenade, I also want to do an arc, and I was thinking for an arc, I was thinking that I would do it with an animation curve, because I haven't used those in quite a while. No, animation curve, right. So the grenade vertical animation curve, this is what I'm going to use it for. So over here, now let me go inside the prefab. I've got the animation curve, and for this one, I want to go up and then down. So this is an animation curve for the Y axis. So let's edit this one, put it on 1 and 0. And then just play around with these. Pretty much, like this. Pretty much just a normal curve. Just in case you don't know anything about animation curves, I also made a video on that. These are really awesome. Really useful in so many things. Hey, I just saw the animation curve video yesterday. That's awesome. It's always awesome how YouTube works. I mean, I made this a year ago and someone just found it today. It's really awesome how things live forever. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah. Thoughts on Vampire Survival? Yeah, I definitely still have to play that one. I did watch some videos. It looks really interesting, really massive scale. Yeah, that definitely looks like an interesting game and it's finding massive success. So that's quite something. Okay. All right, so I've got the vertical animation curve. All right, so I move it. So I just need a normalized value, which means I need to know the start position. So I need to have a private vector 3 for the grenade start position. Right, exactly. Because if I have the target position and I subtract the start position, I can take the magnitude for this one. Am I thinking correctly? I am thinking correctly. Right, because you got the... Oh wait, sorry. I need to do a bit of thinking. No, because I checked the... Yeah, why am I thinking about magnitude? Yeah, I need a float for the total distance, right? I'm a bit confused right now. Definitely already my brain stops working after a bit. The total distance is from the start position to the target position. Right, of course it is. And then I can calculate the current distance. So the current distance will be based on the grenade transformed out position and the target position. Okay, so then if I was on a distance of 10, now a distance of 9, then how much have I moved? I gotta subtract 1 from the other one. No, because I want a normalized value. That's the thing that I'm kind of thinking. Because that one is gonna tend to 0 instead of tending to 1. Even though it doesn't matter if it goes like that. Okay, so float normalized distance. That would be the current divided by the total. Yeah, it's gonna go backwards and forth, but it should still work, right? I think so. Anyways, so the grenade transformed out position. Example, let's do a new vector 3 using this guy.x, this guy.z, and then for the y, we're going to go into the grenade vertical animation curve in order to evaluate on this normalized distance. Even though it's only going to go by float, grenade, throw, height, throw by 2 units. Even though that one I think only goes by that, but okay, anyway, so that's quite a bit of code, but I do think that I'm thinking correctly. Let me just do a debug log just to make sure that I'm not wrong on this. Because yeah, I do think I'm thinking correctly. All right, great. Shouldn't you check the horizontal distance only? Not sure what you mean by horizontal, because they move on the X and on the Z. So, okay, so if I go into grenade, now I throw a grenade in there, I think it did. Oh, okay, that is that is not intentional. All right, so those start kind of on the halfway point. Okay, no more action points. So if I go down, yeah, it kind of starts on the halfway point. Then okay, let me just look at the logs. Because will this video be published? Do you mean the live stream? Yep, there's a playlist. Just check. Wait, did I? Okay, I'm a bit dumb. Sorry about that. But of course, because if I don't set the grenade start position, then it's going to start on 0, 0. Yeah, that's kind of why. So unit.get position. So I kind of have to put the start position and so on. Right. Now if I take a grenade and I there you go. Okay, now it works. Okay, yeah, that was definitely acting weird, but yep. It's not gonna like this. All right. Oh, even though that one went for a weird spot. Control the Y curve with the XZ distance. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm calculating the distance, so as it goes, yep, it bounces up and down. So it starts low, goes up and down. Just make it go a bit higher. So instead of just grenade throw height, let's put it on 4, throw it nice and up. But yep, the logic is indeed working. So if I go to the grenade, throw a grenade there, and there you go. Why is it? Okay, now that's strange. Is it because it stopped beforehand? Huh. Okay. Consider the animation curve being at waist height. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. Yeah, right now I'm spawning from the origin at the bottom, but yeah, definitely I gotta make it spawn more at waist height. But why is this one going like that? That's strange. Why are you going just to 0.3? Like that? Yeah, it stops over there. Why are you doing just 0.3? Wait. Okay, now I think I understand what you're... Yeah, sorry, now I finally understood what you were talking about. Yeah, exactly. I can only calculate the distance ignoring the y, because if I include the y, that's why this whole thing is breaking, I'm pretty sure. So the distance, so on these they got the same one, so that works correctly. The only thing is on this one. So the, yeah, that's gonna be the issue, vector 3. So grenade position, ignoring y. Yeah, this is definitely gonna need a lot of refactoring because this is starting to look quite a bit messy. But yeah, anyway, so it's that. Then I put that y equals 0, or later on, yeah, put it at the same as the start. Yeah, so that way I'm ignoring the y, so the current distance no longer gets messed up. So now, as I go, throw into that one. There you go. Because now it's ignoring the y, so it's no longer causing any issues. All right. So that was a tricky one, but it did work. All right. So now, obviously, the issue is that instead of this one being based on a timer, it needs to be based on actually throwing things. So let's sort this out because this guy is still moving. Obviously, I don't want you to spin. I do want you to look in that direction though. So how was I handling direction? Where's my move action? There you go. My move action. How do you move? Yeah, you just hit the move position. Then you set the transform forward. Yeah, I can do the exact same thing. Should have a hotkey for reload scene, so you don't have to wait for a compilation. Well, that's not really a compilation thing. What I could do was change the settings, but I'm using so many static things that I think if I were to change that, it would break. But yeah, that's one of those things that I still haven't quite looked into. But yeah, that one does have the potential for, as the project gets bigger, obviously the thing becomes much bigger. This is the grenade move there. Yeah, I think I can use this one exactly. So like this, it should be rotating towards where the camera is going to. Okay. All right. So if I go into grenade, throw a grenade in there. Oh boy. Right. Oh, right, because the move direction. Oh, right, I'm also messing up on the move direction. Oh boy, I really didn't take a lot of this into account. Nope. So on the move direction, I'm using the target position minus the current position. No, once again, I gotta use the 1, ignoring the Y. Yep, he did fall down. Okay, let's see if like this he doesn't trip over. Oh, that's fun. Alright. Or have a debug switch that enables infinite actions. Yeah, that definitely... Oh, not that one. The grenade. Oh boy. Alright, okay, so he gets up, shoots, and then falls down. Poor thing. And I go back into moving, and I gets up. Oh boy, that's a fun bug. So I can go onto this guy right here, and let's throw a grenade in there, throws, and then fall. Oh boy. Why did you fall? That's an odd one. Because the move direction isn't right now ignoring the Y. Maybe the grenade target position isn't ignoring the Y. Or maybe it's because he gets there? Actually, no, because actually right now, yeah, he shouldn't be dropping down to the floor. Same curve animation on the model. No, the move rotation, it's just using the move Y. But then he falls down. Poor thing. Why are you pointing up? Why? Yeah, there's the Y being included here, which is strange, except if the grenade target position is different. Yeah, because on the grenade start, the grenade start position and the grenade end position. I get the feeling that one of these, the Y is different. So if I go into grenade, throw a grenade, now look. And yep, for some reason the target position is on 0.1. Why is it on 0.1? I don't know. But okay, so how do I do this? I think I put them both on 0, and then I'm going to manually add an offset on the start. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, but yeah, that's the problem, because this one, the Y also needs to be at 0, otherwise the whole thing breaks. So yeah. So let's see. So if I go into grenade, throw it, and there you go. Now it works correctly. Now you can throw anywhere. He looks there, he shoots, and so on. Even though he's still rotating a bit more, that's because he's rotating. Okay, that one is. Oh right, because he gets there and then goes up and down. Yeah, so I need to fix that one. All right, okay. Sincerely, thanks for your work. You really inspire me to promote game dev in Russia on YouTube. Nice, maybe worldwide. Best of luck. Why, thank you. Best of luck with your own thing. I actually don't know about game dev in other languages. I know that at least in Portuguese, there's a relatively big scene in Brazil specifically. So yeah, I don't know how it is in Russia, but yeah, definitely best of luck to you, because yeah, growing a YouTube channel is definitely not easy. So yeah, keep it up. And that's pretty much what I can say. Very tricky. But yeah, thank you so much for the super chat. Best of luck on your own journey. All right, okay, so this one is working. Now it's just a timer. Obviously, this one is not meant to be based on timer. I'm just going to check. Yeah, I think it's the normalized distance. So yeah, I can just check if the normalized distance is under, let's say, 1%. If it's within, no, that's a bit too tight, within 5%. And let's get rid of the timer because that one is no longer needed. So get rid of the timer, and just like that. So as soon as it gets there, action complete, and it goes back. All right. So, any advice for new devs? My only advice is really just experience. Just build as many things as you can. If you want something more concrete, there's a video that I made, what did I call it? 7 steps. I made this video quite a long time ago, but pretty much the advice here is timeless. So it's pretty much just do a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of mini games, learn a bunch of things. Basically, the more things you do, the easier it becomes. That's the easiest way, that's the easiest type of advice that I can give. Just do lots of things, and look at that, really nice. So yeah, for example, making this little prototype, if I was making this back when I got started with Unity, back like 10 years ago, back then it would have probably taken me a month to make a game like this, whereas right now I managed to build this in about 12-14 hours. So yeah, look at that, really nice. Yeah, so that's the power of experience, pretty much. Learn by doing. Yep, the more you do, the more you'll learn. So that's really awesome. Okay, switching from web dev to game dev. Well, that's an interesting transition. I mean, if you know programming, you know programming. So if you already know web dev, it's going to be much easier learning about game dev than starting from scratch. So yeah, definitely give it a try. Okay, right, so I got the grenade, goes in, something. Now I want to make the grenade actually explode and deal some damage. So, I don't know if I got any particles over here? Because I have the bullet. Yeah, I've got the VFX hit green, so maybe I can use this one. Just a bit of fun, all right. Okay, so just as a bit of fun, so I got the prefab for the grenade, grenade explosion. So I take this one and I'm going to instantiate the grenade explosion on the grenade target position with a quaternion identity. All right. So this is a transform for the grenade explosion transform. And now I take that one and I'm going to call destroy, get rid of this one after, actually I think that one destroys by itself. So yeah, if I put that one, yeah, I don't need that. Okay, so just like this, it should be working. So thanks again for the super chat, really nice. All right, so if I go, let me also change the visual for the grenade just really quickly. So let's go inside the grenade. This one is looking, actually I was gonna make it glow, but I don't think it makes sense for a grenade to glow. So yeah, actually keep it like this, maybe make a material. Can I make a normal material? Blue, green, so on, let's call it grenade. And for the grenade, let's make it, well, I guess grenades are kind of dark, full alpha, opaque. Okay, yeah, sure, pretty basic, pretty normal. Make it glow right before it explodes. Well, that would definitely be fun. That would be quite interesting, yeah. So I just need to go inside this guy, and over here I've got a reference. And let's just VFX hit red, so VFX called grenade explode, and let me just drag him down into this project. Ah crap, way too much. Put it up here, and now on this guy, yep, the grenade explode. Let's put it on that one. All right, so let's see if that one explodes the grenade. Oh right, I also need to actually destroy the grenade. Go, boom. Now it seems like it fall and it hits something there. That's fun. Yeah. Okay, so obviously I gotta get rid of the grenade itself. Then I had a bunch of screen shake things and so on. But yep, so far it is working good. So just the grenade transform. gotta delete this one. So destroy may transform that game objects. All right. He's throwing bowling balls. Yep, that's what it looks like. And for the other one, obviously the explosion needs to be quite a bit bigger than this one. So just like this is way too small. Let's increase the size of the particles. Let's put them maybe on 0.5, 0.8. And the emission shape for the radius, maybe 0.6. I don't know if this one is big enough. Let's see. All right. Have you played with the fields asset? Yeah, I made the boom. There you go. That looks much better. Still got to make it a bit bigger, but yeah, so far it looks good. Yeah, the field asset right now. If I was working if I was expanding this to make a proper game, yep, I would definitely be adding feel in order to make the screen shake super easy. That one is awesome. And just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a really awesome asset called feel that is definitely worth it. Definitely takes your game really from boring to awesome. It's really awesome. Is the name of your company based on the Apple campus in Cupertino, One Infinite Loop? Really? Is that the name? Yeah, no, it's not based on that. So yeah, I don't. But yeah, that's I didn't know that had an actual name. So that's interesting. No, the name is really just I like programming. So for me, yeah, just I wanted some name that had something to do with programming. And I actually thought about Infinite Loop Studios, but I thought that was a bit of an odd name, whereas endless only has 2 syllables, so it rolls off the tongue a bit better than infinite. So that's pretty much what I decided. Endless Loop Studios, just say I don't know, I think it's a fun name. I like programming, it's a programming reference, so that's pretty nice. That's pretty much how I chose it. And same thing for the YouTube name, Code Monkey. Also, I think it's a fun name related to programming. I think it's pretty cool. Oh no, oh boy. Seems the magic has been broken. Oh god. Oh boy. What did... Oh crap. Technical difficulties. Oh crap. All right. Okay, yeah, that went that went down. All right. Yeah, I guess I don't live inside Unity. All right, yeah, because the whole thing is still it's a pretty janky setup, so yeah, there's a little bit that is holding on just on tape, so yeah, let's say that tape doesn't hold on forever, so yeah, that was a bit of a fun one. All right, okay. All right, anyways, now I totally forgot where I was. Okay, right. Okay. Bought the Humble Bundle Pack. Ah, that's awesome. I'm glad you... Actually, yeah, I got... Just in case you didn't see that video, because I actually made... Where did I put it? Where did I put it? On the asset test. Because the bundle actually has some real interesting stuff. So let's look at that now and then. Right, because the grenade... Yeah, I just wanted to increase the size. So just... Let me just quickly... but this one, because it feels like it's going inside. No, I think it's going outside, but I don't know, because that, you know, the scale is already pretty big. I think it's, yeah, maybe just the emission. Just put a bunch more, and the velocity, the start speed between 1 and 6. Okay, like this is just maybe a bit more. I don't know, maybe between 3 and 10. Okay, goes out a bit more. And for the count, let's put that 3 cycles. Or is that, ah crap, is that way too much? What about 10 cycles? That surely is way too much. Okay, that's quite a bit more. So let's put maybe 5. Okay, that's a decent explosion, okay. Right, so let me just save the prefab and see if this one works. All right. Thanks again, In and Out, for the super chat. Real nice, thank you. All right, so grenade, throw grenade, and boom, there you go. All right, so obviously missing some green shake, but yep, the grenade goes and does that. All right, awesome. Okay, so at least the visual is working, the movement is working. That one doesn't have actions, so I can move there, I can go. Let's spin around just for fun. Now let's shoot that guy, boom, and shoot him again, boom, and he falls down. Now shoot that guy, boom, and that guy, boom, and now let's end the turn and let them take their turn. There you go. All right, okay. So let's see. All right, so I actually got the, just in case you're curious to see what the bundle has, I actually imported the whole thing over here. So just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, oh, he's still shooting. All right, go ahead, have fun. Right, so if you don't know what I'm talking about from yesterday's video, that's the thing. This bundle is really awesome. It's really an insane discount. And if you want to know what it actually contains, over here, okay, come on, stop killing my guys. All right, so over here it is. So these are the city characters. So a bunch of characters, all of them in their real nice low poly style. So here's a nice guy with a hot dog. In XCOM, I think you can't move after shooting. Yeah, those complex rules, those aren't there yet. So right now you can shoot and then move and so on. So yeah, those complex rules aren't there yet. So yeah, this one is the city characters pack. Pretty nice, lots of variety. Then which ones do they have? It's the prototype. That's actually the one that I'm using on the XCOM game. So it's this one. Look there. It also has a real nice Lamborghini, a bunch of coins, a bunch of things, a bunch of crates, lots of people, lots of characters. So yeah, this pack alone is really awesome for prototyping. Lots of characters, tons of things. Oh boy, so many messages. What was the other one? Oh, The Office. I didn't look into this one yet. This one looks really interesting. Are there animations too? Nope, this pack is just meshes, but the characters are all humanoid, so you can just go ahead and get free animations from mixamo.com. Can't reach, that's on. Yeah, I made a video on that, so if you don't know how to get free animations, you can go into Mixamo, as long as they are like that. Yeah. Oh, Messi, you're going. All right. So just in case you don't know, just in case you're not tired of me yet, I'm going to be live with Messi Coder on Twitch in a couple of hours. So if you're not yet tired of me, go ahead and check it out. All right. Okay. So yeah, on the bundle, the Office pack looks really interesting, and I haven't yet looked at it. Oh, it seems I forgot, so I just gotta, if you're using URP, as always, you gotta go and upgrade the project materials. So pretty much just that. It's actually pretty quick. I bought the pack yesterday using your link. Well, thank you. That really helps. Thank you. I hope you put those assets to good use. All right, so let's see the Office pack. Looks really nice, really cozy. So look at that, a really nice fan. Ton of whiteboards. Hey, there's a green screen. I could use one of these. All right. Stocks and profits, that's fun. Yeah, this one is pretty great. So you've got a nice meeting room, a bunch of cubicles. Oh, it's even got an entrance, an outside entrance. So this is the kind of thing that would be perfect for making some kind of tycoon game. Hey, a pool table and a bunch of computers, a bunch of things. Really nice. So yeah, this one, and obviously it comes with characters as well. There you go, all of the Office characters. Yeah, a bunch of, yeah, quite a lot of them with their signature style. They all look really nice. Even some police. Okay, so apparently an office requires police. All right, that's fun. Yeah, this is a pretty great pack. What are the other ones? There's the, because I haven't looked into all of those. The town pack. Oh, the sci-fi space pack. That one is massive. I think I did import that one. I'm actually not entirely sure. The Polygon sci-fi space, this one. Yeah. Let's go scenes, demo interior. Do you ever use multiple assemblies in your project? Sort of. I do have a bunch of things like my utilities. They're on their own assembly. Pretty much assemblies are really good for making the code essentially compile a lot faster. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, where's my thing? Got the Unity assembly definition. So if you have problems with your code taking way too long to compile, definitely look into assembly definitions. And if you have my Ultimate Unity Overview course, if you have that one, I got a lecture on it where I really go in detail over the various things. Yeah, because pretty much you can split your code into assembly. So yeah, if you got a really long project, that really does help, really cuts down the time. So yep, over here on the tools and features, one of them is over here on assembly definitions. A 7-minute lecture, just learning how this whole thing works. So yeah, that's pretty nice. So yeah, definitely right now, lately I've only been making sort of smaller prototypes. So on those, there's not that much need for those. But yeah, from a longer project, definitely use assembly definitions, yeah. Do the Cinti models have the required licenses to use in a game that makes money? Yep. When you're buying the bundle, you're buying the licenses to be able to use them, both in free and in free and commercial games. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah. Are the polygon assets good for mobile? Yep. I mean, they are low poly, so yeah, by default, this, if you like this style, then yeah, this one. I mean, on this scene, can I see where's my game view? Thanks again for the super chat. All right, so if I go up here, I can see this one has 2 million triangles on this whole scene with the whole thing. And actually, I gotta extract the URP. So yeah, I mean, low poly. If you're going to make a mobile game, you really want something with low polygons. So yeah, this one is definitely. Look at this with all of these objects. Wow, that's a really cool ship. Really nice. A really nice gate. Yeah, this one is awesome. This one is one of the biggest paths. So, got a bunch of really nice doors. Yeah, so these are pretty fun. Lots of, oh, this is nice. Little arboreum, something. That's fun. And a bunch of oxygen tanks. Lots of things. Can play around. Hey, nice hologram. So, yeah. Basically, this bundle, ooh, look at this, really nice. Wow, that glow looks really good. Yeah, and the characters, there's a VR version. Wow, that's interesting. All right, there's the exterior. So yeah, because this pack has both interiors and exteriors. Look at this. Wow, that's a massive ship. Is that supposed to be a wormhole? Teleporter thing? That looks cool. All the things. And the massive base station, massive ships. Anyway, yeah, so it's as you can see, a really awesome pack with tons of things. All of them look really good. The fantasy rivals, yeah, all of these look really nice. Look at this, all of these really unique characters. So if you want, so anyways, this whole thing for me, really, when I saw the bundle, I definitely picked it up right away. So just in case you need some assets, if you don't have an asset pack, then that one. I mean, this whole thing has over 3,000 assets. So yeah, definitely, I would definitely recommend. If you don't have, as long as you don't like this style, which personally I really love the low poly style, as long as you do, then this one is an excellent deal. All right. Okay, right. So let me just do a bit more work, and then I gotta go because my voice is already pretty messed up. What can I allow to modify using those assets? I mean, you can modify anything you want. What you can't do is just do a slight modification and try to sell it as your own. But you can definitely modify wherever you want to include in your own game. It looks much better than real. Well, that really depends on the post-processing that you're using. On the demo scenes, usually they don't have any post-processing, so the models and the textures, they're exactly the same, so it really just depends on how you render them. All right, okay, so let me just do a bit more work. So I had the grenade. I really just wanted to deal a bunch more damage, so if I throw a grenade, boom, there you go, the whole thing explodes. So I should be able to move there, then go, use a grenade, throw a grenade, and boom, kill them all. All right, so let's see how I can do this. So the main thing would be trying to think. I'm going to need the ranges, right? Right. Okay. So damage all in range. And for that, yeah, I'm actually going to copy the exact same thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the damage grid position list. So it's going to start with a current grid position, but it's obviously not going to be the unit grid position, but rather the grenade target position. Grenade target position, yep. Wait, was I? No, yeah, that was correct. Yeah, so I got the grenade target position, but this one I need to turn it into a grid position. So let's go into that one, into the instance, get the instantiate, not instantiate, instance. Yeah, get the grid position on this worm position. All right, convert that to that one. So you got the current grid position, you get those around those if it's valid and so on. All right, that's good. So then I go, actually, yeah, I don't need a list. Yeah, I don't know why I'm adding a list. I really just need to know, is it valid? Okay, so valid grid position is an enemy. No, is someone here. So I go into the level grid, access the instance, and get a unit and see if there's a unit on the grenade grid position. So this will return a unit. All right, so if unit is not null, so that means there's a unit in range. So if there's a unit, how did I deal damage? I actually don't remember, so let me go into the shoot action. How am I dealing damage here? I go into the target unit. Oh, I get the health system and I trigger some damage. Okay, that's good. So let's go into the unit, get the health system. Let's just deal just 30 damage just to start with. And actually like this, it should already be working, except for the grenade range. 3 is way too much. Let's put an explosion range of 2 and a throw of, let's say, 5. Okay, so let's test out. Oh, no, I didn't actually call the function, so if I don't call, it's kind of difficult for it to work, but if I do call, then it should work. All right, so let's see. What is he making? Yep, it's an XCOM-like game, so turn-based strategy, that's pretty much it. So I got here, I can move over there, there you go, now I can choose the grenade action, and now I gotta throw, and boom, there you go, it does damage to all of those. And now if I deal enough damage, one more, and boom, there you go, all the ragdolls. All right, that was fun. All right, that worked pretty well. Okay, awesome. So that shows how you initially set up this project before the stream started. No, but there won't be a final video because I've been recording the whole thing. So in about, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how long it takes me to edit the whole thing. Yeah, I'm going to make an overview video, so showing how I started and so on. All right, so yeah. So it is dealing damage to enemy, even though, yeah, right now it's dealing damage to everything. So if I want, I can also kill my teammates. And the whole thing breaks. There you go. Everything breaks. All right, that was fun. Right. Now, the thing that I wanted was to also deal damage to these crates. Okay, so I'm trying to think, because on that one, I'm using the get grid position. But the crates don't have a grid position. So for this, because it does have a collider, right? Yep, they do have a collider. Okay, so I think instead of putting the collider on the visual, I can put the collider on the crate, and then I can do a physics overlap sphere to identify all of the crates within range and then destroy them. Right? Yeah, I think that strategy would work. So let me just make a quick script just to identify it. So a crate. So, okay. Did I already call something crate? Oh no, it's the previous bug. All right. Why you use mesh colliders? I don't. That's just it's the default one that came with the visual mesh. But yeah, mesh colliders I don't. What is that one? Is that the crate visual? Oh yeah, I'm still using this reference. Okay. Anyways, how long it took you to get this fast and good at developing games? Well, I mean, I've been programming since I was 10, so that's over 20 years, and I've been working with Unity since 2012. So yeah, almost 10 years working with Unity. Yeah, quite a lot. So once you have that much experience, everything becomes so much easier. So anyways, over here, let's start off with a box collider. What shape? Actually, with the 1-1, it should kind of work. All right. So now I just gotta find these objects within range. Okay. Can you make more videos about Steam, like unlocking achievements and creating update patches? Yep, that is actually definitely a topic that I would love to explore. Pretty much one idea that I've had for so many years that I just need to find the time to do them is pretty much just making one simple game and just going from zero until getting it published on Steam. So just a really simple prototype just to showcase that entire process, starting with an empty scene, building the whole thing, making the Steam page, all the achievements, adding trading cards, all of that. So yeah, that's one of those projects that I've been thinking about for quite a while. But yeah, the problem is always the same. It's always finding the time to do it. But yeah, hopefully in the near future I should be able to find some time to do it, because I do think that would be an interesting video for people to see what Steam looks like on the inside. So yeah, I definitely very much would like to make a video like that. Your voice looks quite young. Is it? Okay. I'm 33 years old. So yeah, I don't know if my voice good or bad. I don't know. That's interesting. Right. Okay. Sorry. Let me just focus a bit. What was I doing? Cover. Right. So on the grenade, where's my grenade? I throw the grenade. All right. The grenade explodes. Damage all in range. Okay. This damages all the units. Now over here, I gotta go into physics, not physics, physics, and do an overlap sphere. Oh, right, because the grenade range, I gotta convert that into units. But I think it does work. So the position will be the grenade target position. Okay. So then for the radius, yeah, I think the level grid, does this one have the cell size? Yeah, it does have the cell size. Okay, so I can just state the float world grenade range. So that's the grenade range multiplied by the level grid, access the instance to get the cell size. So that gives me the world grenade range. So this overlap sphere returns an array of colliders, so a collider array. Then I do a for each collider in the collider array. I cycle through all of them. Now I take the collider, I do a try get component, try and get the component of type crate. And if this one succeeds, then I know that I'm damaging a crate, so there's a crate within range. So if there is, then I just want to damage that crate. So let's go into crate, let's go a public void damage. So just the damage function over here, crate.damage. So with that, I'm going to deal damage to that crate. And over here, just to make sure that this one is working, let's do just a destroy on this game object. All right, let's see like this. Why no dark theme? Because dark theme burns my eyes. Sorry, but that's really about it. Right, so grenade. So if I throw a grenade right at my feet, boom, there you go. Destroy that crate, even though the thing doesn't update, but yeah. Now it also needs to destroy the bigger crate. So let me just go up here for the visual, get rid of the mesh collider. Then on the main one, let's add a box collider. And then, yeah, this one is going to need a different script. So I'm going to need to refactor that. But yeah, what's the difference between try get component and get component? Well, difference is that try get component returns a boolean, whereas get component, if I do collider.get component, this one returns the actual component. So you could do get component and then do if the get component is not null, If this one is not null, if so, then you do something. So you could do that, or you can just use try get component. If the component is not null, if it exists, then this one is going to return true, and then you got the reference there. So just a bit more compact, a bit more nice. All right. Oh boy, my voice is already messed up, so I think I'm just gonna do a few more minutes, okay? How do you draw your characters? Well, for me, I drew them in Photoshop, pretty much it. But if you want to know how to customize your character, you can go onto your user page and you can modify the things. Next one, let me see if anyone made a custom texture. I don't know. Right, kind of messed up on that. Crap. So I gotta go. Right. Yeah, no one did it yet, but yeah, you can go, you can manually upload a custom texture and it shows up on your character. So anyways, right. So let me just finish this task, and then I think that's gonna be it because my voice is already pretty messed up. And as I was telling you a while ago, just in case you missed it, there's a really awesome Humble bundle currently going, so if you need some assets, this one is a really awesome deal. I was just showcasing some of the assets a while ago. They're really awesome. So anyways, right, so let me just try to finish this in a bit. So the other thing that I wanted was, a while ago, just before the live stream, I was making the crate exploded. So let me go into the crate, let me add a serialized field, a transform for the crate exploded, and then when I destroy, just before I destroy, let's call instantiate on the crate exploded on this transform.position quaternion identity. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm gonna need to trigger some damage, but you know, so let me just go inside the crate and drag the crate exploded and see if that one spawns. Then on this one, wait, did I not add this? Oh, I think because I was working on this just before the live stream. Where did I? Yeah, right here. Yeah, because I got the crate split into a whole bunch of parts. Even though for this model, actually, that Boolean tool didn't quite work out. So yeah. I have your CodeMonkey package in one of my projects, but it doesn't show up as its own C# assembly. Doesn't it? I think I did. Where's my over here under stuff, CodeMonkey? Did I not put it? Yeah, maybe I forgot. Yeah, maybe I forgot to add, but the whole thing is on namespace. So if you just add an assembly definition over here, then the whole thing should work. That's odd. I thought I made an assembly definition, but apparently not. Yeah. As long as the whole thing is inside a specific namespace, if you go, you create an assembly definition. Where is the assembly definition? Assembly definition. There you go. If you create an assembly definition, the whole thing should work. So yeah, I really thought I did that, but apparently I didn't. So yeah, the utilities, I definitely need to sort that out because I haven't updated that in quite a long time. So yeah. Okay, let me just quickly finish this. All right, the crate exploded. I put it here, but I didn't actually explode it. So let's take all of these pieces and let's dump them all inside. And all of these pieces, they also need a, what do I want? A mesh collider, right. Even though some of these got a bit buggy, yeah, because it seems like the Boolean tool did not work with this one. If you want to know how did I make those pieces, where's the video? What did I call it? Destruction. Yeah, this one. It's the Boolean tool, so you can pretty much break a bunch of things. Yeah. Right, so yeah. So let's see if I can spawn this. So yeah, this is gonna cause quite a lot of issues, but even with a lot of issues, it might still work. So let's see, where's my... Okay, back to my prototype. Okay, so if I go, I spawn... Did I add the reference? I didn't. Come on, go inside the crate. No, I did add the reference. So what did I miss? Has not been assigned. Oh, did I also add it to the crate high? Okay, let me actually, right now, don't destroy the crate high. Just destroy that one. Character customization stuck, not loading. Yeah, sometimes the website does have some issues, so just wait a bit and hit on refresh. And okay, so it did work. So it didn't go in there. It spawned down, so if I throw in there, boom, there you go, those turn into pieces now. Oh right, I forgot to add a rigid body, that's why they're not falling down. So if I go and I add a rigid body onto all of these pieces, if I add that, then hopefully now at least they should fall apart. And I just need to add a little explosion. So throw, boom, there you go, and they all fall apart. All right, so there's obviously visual issues, but yep, they all fall apart. Okay, so now, if I can remember, oh god, it's on physics.add. Oh god, what was it like? Don't remember. Wait, it's not physics, it's on the rigid body. Right, yeah, transform. So create exploded transform. Is there an inspiration? Thanks for teaching me so much. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like the videos. I'm glad it helped you. How do you visualize the grid? Right now, I'm using the most basic method possible. So right now, it's just one position on all of the places. So all of these individually, they are one prefab on all of them. If you want something more efficient than this one, then the final goal would be to use something like this, like a heat map. Or actually on a building system, I'm pretty sure, yeah, on the building system, on this one, I'm pretty sure I did use that kind of tile-based thing. So if you want to know, then this video is great for a real nice thing that is more performant than putting prefabs on every single position. Just needs a bit of force from the explosion. Yep, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So I got the crate, so for each transform child in the crate exploded transform, I go through that guy, I go into the child, and I do a try get component of type rigid body. So I grab the rigid body from this guy. So if this guy does have a rigid body, then the rigid body add explosion force. And now this is the one that I never know. The explosion position, maybe on this transform dot position. Yeah, I think it's like that. I think it's that simple, actually. Oh, not this one, the other one. Okay. Do you delete your live videos? Nope, but they are unlisted. But over here is a playlist. So all of the videos are over here on this playlist. So if you want to see all of the other live streams, they're all right here. So for example, the spaceship system, which is going to be Monday's video. This whole thing was built entirely during the live streams. That was fun. All right, okay, so let's see if that one applies the explosion force. So let's throw a grenade. Boom, there you go. All right, see, that worked. So go, boom. Okay, that's a bit too intense, but yeah, the logic is there. It does work. All right, so I can move around. Actually, does my character have a collider? I don't know. So what happens if I try to... Oh, right, because that one, because it blew up, but it still did not update the pathfinding. Yeah, okay, so the character doesn't push them. But yeah, that's fun. All right, and let's just maybe lower it a little bit, just so it doesn't really go all over the place. And yeah, imagine doing that with limbs. Yeah, you could definitely cut apart a mesh, because actually for the characters, they do have ragdoll. So if I shoot them and shoot him once again, and boom, he does turn into a ragdoll. So this is using the Unity's ragdoll wizard. So that one does work correctly. So you could slice that apart and throw the whole thing everywhere. That would be fun. So I throw the grenade, and there you go. Now it looks pretty good. And I got this guy, throw a grenade over there. Boom, the whole thing breaks. All right, awesome. How do you update the pathfinding? Well, that depends on what pathfinding system you're using. Over here, I'm actually using the exact one that I made on the video quite a long time ago. So if you want to learn about A-star pathfinding, about how the algorithm works, how it finds things, and so on, you can go watch that video, which is exactly the code that I'm using here. So I've got this guy right here, and if I want to move to the other side, there you go, just like that, he moves and he avoids the walls and so on. And now if I want, I can do a nice spin move, pretty useless, but okay, and I can shoot this guy, and boom, and just shoot him again, and boom, he's gone. All right, okay. All right, so that was fun, and my voice is already messed up, and it's already 7 p.m., so I think that's gonna do it. Oh boy. Right, but that was a fun live stream. Managed to do quite a bunch of things, so got all the crates, all the things. Yeah. Can we download the project later? Yep, when I finalize this thing and when I make the final video, yep, I will include the project file so you can look into it and boom, and see how the whole thing was made. Let me just take out the enemies, because that's fun. Tutorials on multiplayer games with Photon. Nope, I've never actually used it. So let me just kill all those guys. Just one more. Boom! And they all fall down exactly the same. That's fun. All right, yeah. Right. Okay, so I think that's gonna do it. I really gotta go rest a bit. But yeah, that was a fun live stream once again. Thank you all so much for joining me. This was a interesting one. Yeah, I hope you find these live streams interesting. So whenever I got some work that I can do live on stream, I'll definitely try to do this. It's a bit of an interesting, different type of content. So yeah. And as I was mentioning, just in case you missed the video from yesterday, the Humble is currently having possibly one of the best bundles ever. So if you need a bunch of assets, definitely go and get it. A bunch of gorgeous low poly assets, and actually the ones that I'm using here on this little prototype, these are from the these are from the Cinti prototype pack. So these ones look really nice, really stylistic, and so on. All right, okay, so I think that's gonna do it. I can barely speak anymore, so let me just make sure everything works. I think technically everything worked well. So yeah, thank you so much. All right, thank you all so much for being here. Let me set this up. Go like that. Save that one. Let me just enable the background. All right. Okay, so I think that's gonna do it. All right. So once again, thank you all so much for watching me. Thank you all so much for being here on the live stream. Thanks for the company. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed it, learned something. All right. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye.